What's up guys, my name is JDCook5 and welcome back to an episode of the Creator Club series. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. The series has been going very well so far, so thank you very much for all your support. In terms of the in-game form, we've been doing pretty well ourselves, also looking on the cusp of promotion up into the championship. The only thing that hasn't been going well is our manager status at critical for whatever reason due to results. I can understand it in terms of objectives, but definitely not results. So something that needs to be changed for sure, but let's see what we can do in our first fixture as we face Barnsley away from home. Barnsley currently just on the cusp of promotion themselves there, going up into the playoffs hopefully as they go at 7th in the table as of the moment. They're going to be looking for a result against ourselves at home. It's going to be a tough game, nevertheless. When we played Barnsley in the reverse fixture at home, it wasn't an easy game whatsoever. So we're going to be looking for the same sort of thing again. Obviously, a lot of intensity. They're going to be playing at home. They're in good form as of the moment. They've had a few decent results together. So this is their time to be able to see what they can do against us. Nevertheless, though, we are very excited to get straight into this game. But before we do, we are also going to show you the lineup. Stephen Huntry's been mentioned as a hat-trick in his previous games, not doing too bad whatsoever. This is the lineup. Munir in goal there, as you can see, with Babil, Araujo, Reyes and Vargas as your back four. Borges, Rodriguez and Arango in the middle, with enquires on the right, Austin Parkin up top and Tyreek George on the left hand side. Strong bench to match there, so let's see what we can do, and if something doesn't happen, maybe we shall make a change in the tie. 10 minutes into the game, been a bit of a slow start so far, nothing really happening as you can see, but Babil trying to get onto the interceptions. He nods it to his teammate Araujo. Decent move there as we look to be able to pass it around the back, but the flick doesn't really work for Araujo, trying to be flash, and it doesn't work whatsoever, and Humphries is in here. He scored a hat-trick. Can he score one here? And it's not to be on that occasion there, as Barnsley are still looking for their goal, but they're looking very good in this game. You can tell that a home side, they're trying to be dominant in this game, but Araujo plays a lovely ball, switching it across the play to Vargas on the left-hand side as Tyreek George picks the play up. Parkin making a run also with many in support as he plays in Parkin. He's got a chance here, but it's straight at Plogman, unfortunately, going in and out of that particular attack. We haven't really created any real chances in this first half, and it's difficult to say why. Barnsley have definitely been strong, but at the same time, there's nothing really that we have done wrong, except from just not really creating anything at all. Another chance there for Barnsley there as Munir puts it out for a corner kick. Great chance for them to do something, and we are going to make a change. Austin Parkin is going to come off the field for Julian Ngoy at the second half, and you might question my move, but at the same time, I feel like it'll be the right move to make because we just need that bit more intensity in this game. But we get the second half started, and Barnsley look to be able to start the second half nice and quickly here. Araujo can't get stuck in, and that's a great chance there, and he has converted it, and it's Barnsley that take the lead, and it's Kubo that gets on the score sheet there to make it Barnsley 1, JD Cook FC 0. The home side leading in this tie so far and making the second half a very, very good start, it has to be said. Caught off guard slightly. Araujo should have done better in that moment. I think it was too easy for him to get past. And at the same time, Munir made a very good first save, and unfortunately just couldn't get up quick enough for the second. So it is unlucky, and let's see what we can do for the rest of this tie. 52 minutes on the clock now. Rodriguez now to Ngoy. Can he get something going here as Ngoy makes a misplaced pass to enquires? He wins the header though as it falls into the air as Arango picks it out to Tyreek George on the left-hand side. Trying to get something going with Barnsley playing 5 at the back there. Backs to the wall sort of stuff for them as they park the bus in front of the JD Cook FC attack. Really, really good stuff defensively wise, but Arango could have a chance here as he skips past the defenders. This is a great opportunity and a big save at the same time there for the Barnsley keeper, keeping his side in this tie. We should realistically have enough time to get ourselves back into the fixture, but you do wonder when the clock is keep ticking whether we are going to have enough time. But this is Vargas now, an opportunity. He's not the attacking player we need, but he's definitely showed some attacking thrill in that moment in time. But he is going to come off to the pitch for Balotore to see if we can do something on that left-hand side to sharpen up and maybe make some overlapping runs to Tyreek George as Hovvath makes to see if he can do something on this moment in time. He cuts inside on the right. It's a great opportunity, but a good block from the defender putting out for a corner kick. Zeniai Zedin steps over the corner, whipped in, it's Reyes now, and it's just over the bar now. Less than 19 minutes to play in this tie, we're still trailing in this tie. Looks to be that we're going to be losing it so far, but hopefully that's not the case as we chase down the ball, as the goalkeeper has to get it out of his area, and Bibil wins the header, nodding it onto Hovrath, once again trying to get involved as he finds Rodriguez, just seeing if he can do something in this moment in time there. Rodriguez striding forward, he finds Ngoy, and that just goes off the post, and as you can see, we all thought that would have gone in, but it's not to be on this occasion. With 3 minutes left on the clock, you can only think that Barnsley are going to pick up all 3 points in this tie as we chase down the defence. Alakaniz makes an interception, he finds Ngoy, this could be the moment, and how it's not, I do not know. This is an absolute unbelievable performance from the Barnsley keeper, as the corner is to be taken from Zedin. Last chance, you would think, as the corner has been whipped in there, can't deal with it as Barnsley look to clear their lines and try and see if they can hold on to the ball for the rest of the night. +3 on the clock also as he passes it back to the keeper, trying to chase him down as he clears his lines. Reyes should win the header, and he does as he finds Hovrath. Now to Julian Ngoy. One last attack for the boys there as he finds Tyrick George on the left hand side making a run. He cuts in on the right. Good cutting George. He does so well to keep onto the ball. It's Tyrick George, and he rescues a point for JD Cook FC. It's Barnsley 1, JD Cook FC 1, and the Chelsea loanee star Tyrick George gets himself on the score sheet to be able to save us not losing this game and at least rescuing a point. Really, really good stuff there from Tyrick George, taking a little bit of individual brilliance in that moment there to turn around the defenders. Even though when he looked like he lost the ball, he just latched straight onto it. The keeper's had a blinder of a game, but there's no way he's saving that one whatsoever, and we are now in this tie. But it looks to be that will be it for this tie, bearing in mind that how late on we did particularly score this goal, but at least we have rescued a point, and it is full-time whistle here at the Barnsley Stadium. Positives and negatives to take out of it. Not the best of performances. We created a lot of chances. Unfortunately for us, Barnsley started the second half really well and they got the goal. And apart from that, they didn't really have any other chances. But at the same time, it's a result that we needed, and unfortunately we haven't got it on this occasion. A draw is all we could get, and unfortunately we now are on the back of it with the board. As you can see, Araujo is very happy that we have put him back into the starting lineup. He is a player that's going to be here for many seasons, and I feel like he is definitely one for the future. So realistically, I feel like he is a good addition. As you can see, the board wishes to inform you that the club is currently under close observation. Our confidence as regards to ability to manage the club successfully has been undermined by recent results. As I said, once again, it doesn't make any sense because of the position that we're in, but unfortunately, that's just the game at the moment. Moving on from that, we have a simulation game against Cambridge United as we look to get a result, and we definitely do so. Tyrick George and Hugo Arango getting on the score sheet to be able to solidify a 2-1 victory away from home against Cambridge United. Straight away, we have another simulation game against Bradford City, a team that we previously faced in League 2. Didn't seem to be the best of games, but a 1-0 victory there, as you can see. A change to the lineup, a few different faces, but a strong lineup nevertheless, as Pizziganako keeps a clean sheet and Hugo Arango gets on the score sheet once again to make it 2 goals in 3. Our second game of the episode, we will face Wycombe Wanderers, a side that's fairly strong, but they haven't really done much this season, sitting mid-table, but we are facing them this time in the Bristol Street Mofas Trophy, and this is the semi-final. Obviously, I was unsure last episode if that was a quarter-final, semi-final that we're going into, and we are going into the semi-final. This is the lineup. Pizziganako as in his cup duties there, as you can see, with Bibil, Araujo, Reyes, Ballo-Torre, Borges, Rodriguez, Arango, Zedin Yais, Reiko Alonso, and Tyrick George. Reason for playing Alonso is the face that he's actually played most of the games within the trophy itself, and I feel like it is only fair to see him feature in this competition where he's been doing so well, as Wycombe Wanderers look to be able to see if they can play it out from the back and create some sort of a possession game for themselves. But a lovely challenge from Borges, and it's opened the play up there as Reiko Alonso is found. He's only got the keeper to beat if he can get there, and of course he can get there. He fires it into the back of the net to put his side ahead within 5 minutes. It's Wycombe Wanderers 0, JD Cook FC 1, and Reiko Alonso runs over to the away fans to celebrate there. Lovely stuff there from Borges to be on his toes as a 2 celebrate. A big assist from Borges and an even bigger goal from Reiko Alonso there. Looking back on that moment, it was just the case of being sharp in that moment where the defence just wasn't aligned whatsoever. So many players out of formation, and Reiko Alonso takes that heavy touch, and I thought it might be too much, but in fairness, it actually probably worked in our favour really well. So that is a great start to this time. Hopefully we can continue that on with 15 minutes being played. Young tries to get forward for Wycombe as Hanneland picks picks it up there, but the shot just straying wide for Wycombe Wanderers there. They're struggling to get into the side, and in fairness, it's been really a weird one because we haven't really created any chances apart from the one that they gave a mistake for. So carrying on into the tie, they're playing it around the back once again. Could they make a mistake? And yes, they do. Reiko Alonso makes a lovely interception. It's similar, it's carbon copy to the first, and he's even got the goal. It's Wycombe Wanderers that are trailing by 2 goals thanks to the efforts of Reiko Alonso, and it's Wycombe Wanderers 0, JD Cook FC 2, and Reiko Alonso gets on the score sheet there. A bit of a snatch and grab moment after they try to play it round the defence, and it just doesn't really work in their favour whatsoever, but it works in ours perfectly because we've taken a 2-goal lead and we're looking very much the favourites to get ourselves into the final. What a moment that is from Reiko Alonso. This is why I started him. This is what it means to him. A big finish there in this tie to round off that particular moment in the first half, but we've still got plenty of time in the first half for something to happen, that is for sure, and they haven't really learned from their mistakes, Wycombe Wanderers. As you can see, the goalkeeper making a big mistake there as he can't clear it. It falls out to Arango. He fancies his chances straight away there, but the keeper makes an easy save. Into the second half, and the second half was pretty tame, to be honest, leading up to this moment. 80 minutes on the clock, nothing created by both sides. Wycombe Wanderers haven't come out the blocks, kind of really trying to see if they can get a result, and we know that we're 2-0 up, so we can kind of sit there and kind of really know that we've got a result, really. Compared to the side that we're playing, it's so much easier for ourselves compared to them. But they're making an attacking move here. Young on the edge of the area finds his teammate there on the right hand side as Balo Torre has his work cut out as he makes a decent but simple interception. Rodriguez in the middle finding his teammate Tyreek George there as we stride forward. Many in support there, Arango being one of them. Borges is another. He finds Reiko Alonso. He's on a hat-trick bearing in mind, but he finds Zedanyais on the right hand side. He takes the straight hit there, and that is a big save made by the keeper as the Wycombe Wanderers defenders deal with it and get it out of play in that moment of time there. But a full-time whistle has been blown and we are going to Wembley. What a moment that is from the side. A big game for ourselves, and we have taken it and we have done really well thanks to the away support there, as you can see as we clap the fans. But a big moment for Reiko Alonso as he sends his side into the final. 3 attempts, 2 goals. The team performance was sublime. Not much was needed to be done whatsoever defensively or even attacking wise because they made 2 mistakes and we made the most of it. Didn't create enough chances, but at the end of the day we still got the result. Confirmation of Reiko Alonso's stellar performance. He also gets a man of the match there after a great performance in the match against Wycombe. Alonso is named player of the match. Obviously, it's hard to be playing every single player, but Julian Ngoy is a player that wants to be played. I've been playing pretty well lately, and I'm feeling really good. I hope that means I won't just be on the bench against Stevenage. And I haven't really worked out the side yet, but I definitely will consider it after the recent performances for Julian Ngoy. He's been a staple for the side after Austin Parking copped a massive injury, so there's no saying why he can't be in the team, but we shall see. Moving on to Youth Academy news now. Akpan believes that he is looking to cancel his contract because he believes he is worthy of a senior promotion, and I'm not too sure at that particular point. He hasn't got the biggest potential, as you can see, only a potential of 61 rated. He's already 56 rated and 18 years old. I feel like it's best to probably let him go, in fairness. Something that didn't really work out between the academy, and if he wants to move on, that's fair enough. We will release him and maybe someone will sign him as a free agent in the future time. But he was good for us in the academy, but if he feels like he's too good for that, then unfortunately he won't be fitting into our squad at any point in time. So the last game of the episode, we face Stevenage away from home there in a League One action after coming off that win in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. Looking forward to this particular tie. We know what we need to do. Stevenage aren't a side that are at their top at the moment whatsoever, so hopefully we can kind of make the most of that and get a result here on the road and get a big 3 points. As you can see, Julian Ngoy is standing right there and ready as we will put him on the pitch in replacement for Tyreek George. Looking at the side there, Pizziganako keeps his place in goal. Reyes and Amatis are 2 centre-backs with Bill on the right there. Looking out to the left-back, Vargas comes in for Balo Torre. Anakin is in the middle with Rodriguez and Hovrath. And as the attacking options, we've got Zedanyais on the right, Austin Parking up top, and Julian Ngoy on the left-hand side. Plenty of players to bring on in Alonso, George, Arango, so it shouldn't be too bad if things do go bad. But at the end of the day, everything should be pretty fine, I hope, anyway. But looking at this game, we should get a result, but you just never know. go. 2 minutes into the time, Stevenage looked to start the stronger of the two there. And bearing in mind, they did get a result against us previously in the home fixture, so there's no undermining them whatsoever. As much as they've had a poor season, this is our time now to get a slight bit of revenge and see what we can do against Stevenage, in fairness, because we would like to be able to rectify that result. And Rodriguez makes a really good interception to be able to see if he can start this off. Zedinjais on the right hand side looking to cut in and run through the gap, and he's done so well in that moment. And a big save made by the keeper, pulling it out as Stevenage look to go on some sort of attack for themselves now. As you can see, end-to-end sort of football in this first 10 minutes or so, as both sides had that sort of a vision of trying to start the game nice and quickly and get a goal, as List picks out his teammate, the number 9 for Stevenage, intercepted by Reyes. And now we go up the other end ourselves as Hovrath finds Zedinjais on the right hand side. He skips past the defenders. This could be a great chance. In support there is Austin Parkin. It's Austin Parkin for one, and his one that's been taken. It's Stevenage 0, JD Cook FC 1. I told you we wanted an early goal, and an early goal is what we got. Austin Parkin gets himself on the score sheet after a simple ball across the face there into an empty net, and you can't get any simpler than that. But we will definitely take it, though, that is for sure. A goal is a goal, and that's exactly what we needed. Lovely play from Zedinjais to be able to drive at the defenders and use some sort of pace to be able to draw himself away. Austin Parkin was there in support, and it's a simple tapping into the back of the net there. Stevenage will feel a little slightly hard done by because they've had a very similar start to ourselves. It's just whether they can kind of keep it up, and unfortunately for themselves, they are trailing in this tie. As we look to be able to intercept the play straight away, as Bill makes a really good tackle on the right hand side. Many in support as he finds Anakin there with Rodriguez in the middle also. Rodriguez looks to switch back to the right as Bill picks it up. Zedinjais in support, remember, but he has to assess his options, and the option is in the middle with Rodriguez. Lovely ball to Vargas, a low driven pass finds his teammate there, and he's still on the ball. He looked like he lost it, but it's not to be the case. He scoops it over to Austin Park and he chests it down, and it's 2-0. What an assist that was from Vargas. Cold parking, shall we call him. Unbelievable stuff. Stevenage 0, JD Cook FC 2, and that is an unbelievable bit of play as Vargas finds him and he chests it down, and he knows what he wants to do. He finds the bottom of the, well, not even the bottom of the goal, it looks like the top of the net, to be honest. He kind of toe pokes it. It just looks effortless for the boy, but really, really happy with that particular finish. And we are now 2-0 up in this time with 16 minutes only played. This could be a whitewash. Rodriguez finds Parkin off the kickoff. Parkin with the effort there, and the keeper forced into a big, big save as it looks to go out for a corner. Reed picks it back up for Stevenage as he looks to be able to see if he can create some sort of attacking option for his side. List, the number 17 for Stevenage, picks it out and he looks to take a heavy touch, and it gets past Bibil and Amati. Ball into the area. Athir is there. It could be a great option there, and that is a solid challenge from the defence as he looks to be able to clear his lines. That's brilliant from the boys. Really, really happy with that one. On the attack we now go as Zedinjais picks it out on the right hand side. Play is completely switched, that is for sure. As Zedinjais picks it out, he finds Austin Parkin to Hovrath. This could be good. He chips it over to Julian Ngoy, and he can't get the finish off though. But what an effort that was from Julian as a first time finish, but it wasn't to be on this occasion there, as a goal kick is to be taken from Stevenage there. Ashby Hammond clearing his lines to find Athir as he chests it down. It's a great touch and it's a great turn. He finds his teammate there, sub on the right hand side. Really good stuff there as he cuts in on the left. He finds Athir. Great play from Stevenage, but once again denied from the defence as Almaty gets stuck in this time. As Alakaniz picks up the pieces, he looks to be able to get past the midfield and create an option for himself. He goes to Bibil, straight ball down the byline to Zedinjais. Parking, one touch passing so far. Really good stuff there. Alakaniz to Hovrath. Now Julian Ngoy in support as he runs and drives at the defenders there, as you can see. Good stuff from Julian Ngoy. He makes the life of defenders really, really hard as he tries to get something going. He finds Rodriguez though. Alakaniz back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips into the gap. This could be a great effort to be taken. And an effort taken it is there. Stevenage 0, JD Cook FC 3, and you could only think this game's pretty much done, and that should be the final nail in the coffin for Stevenage to be able to not get back into this tie. What an effort that is from Rodriguez, running into the gap and nailing it into the bottom corner. Can't get any more fancy than that in that moment. A great move from Rodriguez, straight across goal. Keeper could do nothing with that one whatsoever, and we now have a 3-goal lead in this half. We're looking very sharp. We're looking very, very good, it has to be said. Hopefully we can kind of just continue it on or see the game out, because it has been a stellar performance from every single one of them that's been on the pitch, and it's not even the end of the first half yet. 3 minutes left to play, as you can see. Bibil with a lovely interception straight after that. Zedinjais picks it out. Surely it can't be 4. Zedinjais picks it out into the box. It's Austin Parkin. He chests it down. He hits it, and it just strays wide in that moment in time. Austin Parkin with a very, very good effort, but it wasn't to be on that occasion, and it does go out for a goal kick where Ashby Hammond clears his lines from the goal kick, but Bibil makes a header one, and Anakin Iz picks out his teammate Hovrath, offering support there on the right hand side, but unfortunately can't be found as Liss picks it out on the left. Stevenage now striding forward to find a consolation and make the second half that little bit easier. He runs onto the ball, but Pizziganako runs out. It's an empty net to put it into if they can do so, and Vargas with a big header there to put it out in the end, and for the half whistle to be blown. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from Vargas to be able to keep the clean sheet in that moment in time. Defence has been sublime so far, but Stevenage on the attack in the second half there as Reyes is pulled from pillar to post there. As you can see, Araujo and Babil trying to get stuck in at the same time, and it's really hard to do anything in that moment, but Anakin Iz makes an interception. I didn't mean to say Araujo, sorry, I meant to say Amati. It's so easy to be able to get these players wrong after you're saying the names over and over, but this could be the moment. This could be 4-0. Julian and Goy, keeper saves it. It falls back out to Zedinais though. Play still in, as you can see. Anakin Iz picks it up. He goes onto the edge to Austin Parkin, who finds Rodriguez to Hovrath. He tries to see if he can do something in the moment, but he just can't, unfortunately. He loses out on that play, and that would have been a really good move, but it wasn't to be on that occasion. And now Stevenage going up the other end of the field to see if they can do something in this moment as they play it around the middle. Phillips to Freeman. Freeman striding forward then with an opportunity to be created as he finds his teammate. As you can see, this is a great opportunity. It could be a goal, but it's not to be, as Reyes is on his toes in that moment, and a great interception, and Julian Ngois follows it up by a great tackle there, trying to win the ball back, and he does it so cleanly and so calmly. But Bill gets picked out on the right hand side after a ball from Ngois. Austin Parkin's played in now, as you can see, going back to Bill. He finds his teammate Zedinais on the right hand side. He fights for the ball there. He runs it into the gap. It's Austin Parkin, and Austin Parkin puts that final nail in the coffin, you would think. It's Stevenage 0, JD Cook FC 4, Austin Parkin with the goal, and as you can see, these boys are up for a fight. 2 goals for Austin Parkin in this tie, and he's had a very good game so far, getting back to his best. A lovely ball from Zedinais, being able to put it on a plate for him, and it's a simple finish into the bottom corner there for Austin Parkin. A phenomenal game so far, and it's been a very good performance all round from the boys. That is for sure. They're really good stuff. And full-time whistle has been blown, and we do get all 3 points on the road. And I actually forgot to mention, it's a hat-trick for Parkin. Not just 2 goals, a hat-trick for Parkin. He is just phenomenal. No stopping him whatsoever, and hopefully it will continue in time. He's still got a fair few years in his career left yet, and hopefully we will see much more for him in League One and so on. Julian Ngoy thanking us to be able to put him on the team sheet, and that is no worries, Julian. He had a very good game. Felt like he contributed a lot. I feel like he's got a lot of pace on that left-hand side, and I feel like it works in his favour so much, but I'm just wondering what happens when Marcelo Flores does eventually come into the fold. But looking at the table now, well, we're going to be looking at the table now, sorry, in a second. I thought that might be the next third. But Thiago Mertens now, another player that's unhappy, and as much he doesn't look the best goalkeeper, I am actually interested in keeping him on, because what I'll do is I'll keep him on, I'll promote him to the senior team, I'll put him on loan next season, see what comes off of that. If nothing comes of it, then I'll just sell him on. Simple as that. But this is now the League One table. Looking down to the bottom sides of things, it's not getting any better for Northampton Town whatsoever. Very much a struggle for them this season. It just hasn't happened whatsoever. MK Dons on the cusp of relegation. Salford City there, Cambridge United and Wigan Athletic of all teams. A massive side, but it just hasn't seemed to work out for themselves in this particular season. Looking up to the top of the table, it's JD Cook FC, Sheffield Wednesday, Lincoln City, Peterborough, Plymouth Argyle and Bolton Wanderers, all in that sort of playoff place and automatic places. We've played 38 games, we've won 29, we've drawn 6 and we've lost 3. Currently sitting on 93 points. We could realistically solidify the next load of games up and wrap the title up, but that's if we get the job done. So it's still a job that needs to be done. We've had a great season so far, we just need to end it on a high. But that is it for this particular video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.